to grow. Tender leaves begin to show. You can see and understand. Summer's near, it's close at hand. So when these things come into view, the kingdom stands right before you. Watch and wait, don't fall asleep. Guard the oil your lamp must keep. He will come, no one knows when. Be awake till he comes again. Ten were waiting in the night. All had lamps, but not all light. Some were ready, flames alive. Some were empty, left outside. When the cry broke through the dark, only few had kept the spark. Watch and wait, don't fall asleep. Guard the oil your lamp must keep. He will come, no one knows when. Be awake till he comes again. He will come as judge and king. Every soul to him will bring. Every knee will bow that day. No more time to turn or What is hidden will be known. Every life before his throne. Watch and wait. Lift your eyes. He is near. Don't be blind. Got the flame. Don't let it end. Stay awake till he descends. Not by guess, not by sign alone, but by a heart that's fully known. Faithful lips that burn inside, ready for the coming bridegroom's cry. Watch and wait. Hear that call. He is coming over all. Keep the oil, keep the flame. He will come just as he claimed. Watch and wait, stand prepared. Let your heart be always ready. Victory speaks, the time is near. The King of Glory will appear. The fig tree shows. Be found awake. On that day. Yesterday is a ghost with a heavy chain, tapping on my window through the freezing rain. It's a thief in the hallway, silent and cold, trying to trade my silver for the stories it told. It brings a mirror from 1,000 miles back, where the edges are broken and the glass is pitch black. It wants to sit at my table. It wants to stay for the night, to steal the oxygen from every new light. Remember the fire, it whispers in my ear. Remember the shame and the taste of the fear. It calls me a villain. It reads out the list of every cold shadow and every turn I missed. It points to the scars like they're They'll tell you you're hollow. Lie. They'll tell you you're broken. Lie. They'll use the very words that you once had spoken. But look at my hands. The dirt is all gone. Don't look them in the eye. I am not that girl that version of me died. Don't let yesterday burn down today. Don't let the shadows stand in your way. The debt has been settled. The price has been paid. I'm not the monster that the memory made. Yesterday is a ghost, and I am the sun. The haunting is over. The battle is won. Golden hand, but heart runs dry. Chasing crowns that fade and die. Dust on skin, a borrowed name. Built on time that won't remain. What is gained if truth is lost? What is left beyond the cost? What does it profit? Tell me why. To gain the world and lose your life, all of the glory turns to dust. If you reject the cross of Christ. The richest soul still feels the void. The strongest stands but feels destroyed. Pleasures flash and quickly faded. Empty eyes that never stay. No wealth can buy a second breath. No power stands against the end. What does it profit? Tell me why. To gain the world and lose your life, all of the glory turns to dust. If you reject the cross of Christ. Nothing taken past the grave. All you will never save. Heaven lost for passing gain. Trading truth for fleeting fame. One decision, one true way. Life or loss, no middle place. What does it profit? Tell me why. To gain the world and lose your life, all of the glory turns to dust. If you reject the cross of Christ. Cross of Christ. Dopamine won't heal the soul. Temporary highs take their toll. Only one can make you whole. Only truth can take control. What Hands were empty, stained with past. Every promise couldn't last. Trying hard to earn a way, but debt remained I couldn't pay. No works could wash, no strength could save, no voice could silence what I became. Grace alone, it covers me. Blood of Christ has set me free. Not by works, not what I've done. I am saved by the Holy One. Every failure, every fall, every hidden lost are tired and worn. Point them to the rugged cross. Show the gain beyond the loss. Not just hearers, we will stand, living out what He has planned. Wake us up, hearts on fire, lift the cross, take us higher. We won't fade, we won't break. For His name we are awake. No more hiding, no delay. This is our appointed day. Church, arise, let it be seen. We are who we're called to be. Wake us up, let it burn. It's our time, it's our turn. We will shine, we will stand for the cross across this land. Wake us up, hear the cry, lift His name to the sky. We won't fail, we won't run, we'll complete what He's begun. Not asleep, we are called in His name. Ink on water, vibrations in the bone. We built a cathedral out of static and called it home. Shouting into the vacuum, looking for a pulse in the lead. The world is a hollow theater where the actors bleed for no one. It's not in the phonics, it's not in the script. The secret is buried where the ego is trapped. There is a frequency, a syntax of the soul. Kindness is a language that makes the broken whole. The deaf catch the thunder in the marrow of their chest. The blind see the morning where the shadows go to rest. Hear the silence, see the touch. Write me a letter with the heat of your hand. No alphabet needed to understand the land. A cup of cold water, a hand on a shoulder. The light doesn't flicker as the winter gets colder. Truth blended, the spectrum of mercy is wider than sight. It's the echo of mercy in a windowless night. soul. Kindness is the language that makes the broken whole. The deaf catch the thunder in the marrow of their chest. The blind see the morning where the shadows go to rest. It's the only truth, the only way. Kindness is the only word we need to say. Hear it, see it, be it. You build a throne out of paper and green, the slickest king that the world's ever seen. But what is the worth of a crown made of dust when the bank vault turns into a pile of rust? Gone. What will you buy when the currency's zero? What's left of the man? What's left of the hero? Your chrome-plated dream wrapped around a steel tree, metal and glass, that's all you could see. The engine is silent, the spark is alight. Can you drive your soul through a needle's eye? Every tower you touch, every ghost that you clutch is turning to smoke in your hand. Where do you hide when the house starts to burn? When the wheels of the world simply refuse to turn? If your piece is a product, it's destined to fail. A thin piece of wood in a hurricane gale. Search for the fountain, search for the rock. No one who remains when the heart stops its You anchored your breath in a heartbeat not yours, sailing your ship to those fragile shores. But skin is just clay and a breath is just wind. What will you do when the light's growing dimmed and the chair is empty? The silence is loud. You're looking for warmth in a wintering cloud, and the 9 to 5 God, the corporate vine, the name on the door, the bottom line. They'll erase your name before the ink is dry, giving your chair to the next passerby. The fire consumes the wood, the rust Brokenness is a shadow if it's chased in the dark, but there is a flame that was never a spark. The unchanging, the unfading, the architect who doesn't need your stone, the one who is never truly alone. The source. The source. Jonah heard but turned away, chose the night instead of day, took a ship to flee the word from the voice he clearly heard. We can run the very same, hide behind a different name, turn our backs, refuse his way, thinking we can drift away, but no road leads far enough. No sea is deep, no heart is tough. No escape, no place to run from the Father, from the Son. Storm will rise till truth is known. You can't run from God alone. God alone. Winds were sent, waves were thrown. What was hidden now was shown. Fear fell hard on every face. Truth was standing in that place. We may think we're out of sight, lost within the darkest night, but the hand that formed the sea still sees all we try to be. When the storm begins to speak, strongest hearts become the weak. No escape, no place to run from the Father, from the Son. Storm will rise till truth is known. You can't run from God alone. God alone. Thrown beneath the raging tide, where no pride can stay alive, in the deep a silent cry, where the soul must choose or die. Not the depths, not fear, not pain, but his mercy broke the chain. Not to crush, but to restore. God was calling even more. No escape, no hidden sea from the one who still can see. Depths won't hide, nor distant shore. Run from God no more. It was never just a place, but a heart he sought to change. Even they never see through a love both wide and deep. No escape. nothing stands still. There is a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plan, a time to say goodbye, a time to break, a time to restore, a time to close, a time for open doors. A time to weep, a time to rise in song, a time to grieve, a time to move along, a time to scatter, a time to embrace, a time to run, a time to face, a time to search, a time to let it go, a time to keep, a time to lose what's known, a time to tear, a time to mend again, a time for silence, a time to speak within, a time to love, a time to hate the wrong, a time for battle, a time to stand for peace. All things turn, all things fade, every breath already waits. What does man gain from all his striving here? Chasing shadows year by year. God has set eternity inside the soul, yet every path still meets one end. He makes all things beautiful in time, even pain has its design. What he does will always stand. No one can rewrite his hand. Under heaven, justice bends. Truth is broken, pride pretends. Dust returns to dust again. Still the spirit sees the end. A time, a place, a breath, a face under the sun. It fades away, but what he speaks will always stay. Shattered glass reflects my soul, broken in a deep hole. No light around me, sin blinds me so I can't see a soul that's in need. Save my mind from the inside, break the night. You are what I need. In your name I find victory. All I see is a person in need, a mind unclean. shout or a shove, a power that's unshaken, a soul that's in reflections. Look like light, but hide the dressed in truth they never lived, speak your words they never give. Gentle voice, a polished face, but poison hides beneath their grace. Not every voice that sounds like truth was ever sent from heaven's road. Walls in white, don't be deceived. Test the word before you believe. When the storm begins to rise, truth will stand, but falsehood dies. Hands that bless, but hearts divide, building thrones of secret pride. At what looks holy, dressed so clean, maybe darker than it seems. Not every path that feels so right will lead you into living light. Walls in white, don't be deceived. Test the word before you believe. When the storm begins to rise, truth will stand, but falsehood dies. When the rain begins to fall and the shaking hits it all, foundations speak without a sound. What was false will hit the ground. Built on self or built on sand, none will stand but what he planned. Walls in white, don't be deceived. Test the word before you believe. When the storm begins to rise, truth will stand, but falsehood dies. May shine like morning light, The ground feels thin, voices rise from deep within. Every step feels like a fall, like one stands alone against it all. No wall can hold, no strength can stand when fear is closing in again. God is the refuge, God is the shield, the only place where hope is real. When all the world is closing in Him is strength, in Him is win. Like shadows chasing through the night, a voice that whispers fear and fight. Like Jezebel is on the trail, with threats that scream that all will fail. But lies collapse, they lose their breath, no voice can stand against His strength, against His strength. God is the refuge, God is the shield, the only place where hope is real. When all the world is closing in Him is strength, in Him is win. Not by sight, not by fear, but by the truth that He is near. When every door is closed and sealed, in Him alone the soul is healed. God is a refuge, God is a shield, no other ground will ever heal. Though all the world stands against one, in Him the battle's already won. God is the refuge, let it be known. The safest place is Him alone. Through every storm, through every fight, in Him is peace, in Him is light. No fear remains. No fear remains. God is a refuge. The heart, the place. The mirror surface is a silver light, a golden cage beneath a painted sky. We're drifting slow on waters dead and still. The comfort kills the fire and the will. But look away to where the clouds turn black. There is a road that's never looking back. The easy breath is just a slow decay. The real life begins in the spray. I hear the thunder calling out my name. I won't go hiding from the pouring rain. Stand my ground. the place where a hero is born. Storm is the wind. Guard the flame. Thoughts can rise like silent waves, shaping paths the spirit take. What is sown inside the mind grows to darkness or to light. Not every voice deserves a place. Not every thought should stay. Keep it pure, let it shine. Guard the heart, renew the mind. Be the light burning bright, not fading out into the night. Not fading out into the night. Love the ones who own the soul. Bless the hands that throw the stone. Light is proven in the dark. Mercy writes a different mark. No returning hate for hate, but choosing love that conquers pain. Keep it pure, let it shine. Guard the heart, renew the mind. Be the light burning bright, not fade out into the night. Not fading out into the night. A highway, a narrow road, to bless the curse, release the hold. Not weakness, this is strength inside. A living proof of heaven's light. Keep it pure, stand in light, shine like day in darkest night. Hold the truth, don't let it fade. Be the fire that He has made. Keep it pure, lift it high, let no shadow dim the light. This is who we're called to be, light that burns eternally. Light that burns eternally. Guard the heart, guard the flame. Let it shine, stay the same.